The noise.
It's the noise!
Oh man.
Weird starting off here, but it is the way that the videos are edited. But yeah, it's Theodore Noise, who I guess is Peppino's antithesis.
Something like that. He kind of feels like his own thing, I'd say. He's just a fucking dork.
A gremlin, previously pizza homunculus by fast food pizza chain, and now I guess he's just like something of like a movie star that just completely godless.
Yeah, more or less. He was originally like, or I don't know if he still is, where he's just like, I hate pizza. Ah, but, very
Yeah,
Noid-like.
yeah, he is very much like a proxy of the old Domino's mascot, the Noid, whose gimmick was he would destroy and fuck up pizzas to represent how other, pizza places don't take care of their deliveries, unlike Domino's, which gives it to you in 30 minutes or less. Did you know that the Noid appeared in a Crash Bandicoot game?
What?
Yeah, he appeared in like one of those like phone mobile games as like a minion of the female Entropy from Crash 4. It's about time.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's a weird mascot idea as someone who hates the product.
It's kind of interesting how to like frame that, but
I guess to talk more about the actual gameplay, one of Noise's gimmicks is that he not only controls differently from Peppino, but his transformations actually mostly function differently. Like, although the night one is kind of simple, it's just straight up he doesn't stop at walls, he bounces off of them.
yeah, he's definitely a whole other like beast, but like similar in some ways. Like I know that the Noise went through a whole bunch of different like gameplay iterations, including like bouncing off of a washing machine like it's a bucking bronco,
Oh
and like
god.
shooting out like a rope made out of wet laundry as a tether.
I did, like, look through the cutting room floor page between this and the last part, and oh my god, the amount of stuff is absurd. It's like, I know we mentioned it, but Jesus Christ, it always goes deeper than I can even remember.
There was like Noise on a pogo stick where instead of like running he would like bounce, and then he would be able to like launch off with a jetpack air dash that goes forward indefinitely.
Yeah, there's three versions of the Noise as far as I could keep track. There's, yeah, the pogo stick one, the just clone of Peppino one, and then this one. Which is his own game, basically, even if it is all the same levels.
Yeah, it's like he controls similarly, but he does have like some different like gimmicks. Like instead of wall running, he only like bounces off of walls, but he can super jump like anywhere without having to like build up speed first.
Yeah, which talked a little bit about it, but yeah, like it doesn't really matter. Like you would think that it's almost broken what he can do, but it actually ends up being pretty balanced by like the levels not really being, made much different by the fact that he could super jump anywhere. Like it's more convenient for him, but he also lacks, the crucial tool of being able to run up walls, which makes
Yeah,
certain sections and certain levels like really kind of it's interesting. You have to tackle it a different way.
yeah, you have to tackle it like the Noise would.
Because like, so I didn't explain this. Like, when you hit a wall, he bounces off of it, like that. You'll see that happen a lot. But every time that you do it, you get less and less height off of it. So you have to do some sort of weird thing where you interchange between that and the Crusher, which is just like up and jump, in order to actually get like vertical height. And you can essentially fly with it, but that doesn't make it any more convenient than the super jump. It just means you don't have to be on the ground to do it.
Yeah, it's just an extra piece of tech that's in his like utility belt that he can use whenever the situation calls for it.
But yeah,
Like balancing like a platformer is probably interesting because like other than like what makes it different from fighting games is that like you just have to balance like how the character plays and like make it so it isn't like a cheat mode, I guess.
It's
Touch the rat.
touch the red. Yeah, the bomb is you don't throw it now. You actually have to make contact with whatever it is you want to blow up, which again doesn't change a whole lot, but it actually kind of makes it easier to use, honestly, because you saw me in the Peppino run of this level screw it up twice. So being able to just run into a guy makes that a lot easier. And you know, yeah, his uppercut is just insanely high for some reason. It's balancing a platform character is very interesting because like all you have to really do is make sure that they can do anything that's necessary, and then try not to make it like, you know, too much of a benefit to play over another character. Like if you want to have the Noise of Peppino be you know, have different skill sets but be relatively the same power,
Yeah.
then you have to. And I think they did pretty well with that. It's not like it matters too much, but like it feels like he's so much stronger, but because of the one like real caveat being the super jump or the wall run thing, he ends up kind of just feeling like a different character, which I commend them for. Like, to make him feel so different despite playing essentially the same game is quite an accomplishment, I'd say.
Yeah, it definitely was no small feat given the fact that the character like changed so many times. Oh yeah, the fucking noise popping out of the TV when you get a combo over 50 actually jump scared me a bit. I was like, what the fuck?
I think I saw like the was it achievement or whatever, or
Yeah,
I saw the description, or that was the shirt, right? Because he get like his own shirts, but all the chef tasks are the same.
Chef Task's same clothes or not, and getting some of the clothes for the both of these characters is certainly something.
Yeah, especially the noise. Holy shit, some of his. Like, Peppino got Peppino got like a lot of the standard stuff. It's just like, oh, get all P ranks and get all S ranks, beat all the bosses with the P ranks, that kind of stuff. But the noise got a bunch of weird ones. I guess we'll probably talk more about them when we get to them. But yeah, every level having a pizza tower guy, where you have to get to a certain place in the level within a minute, it's not that bad, aside from a couple levels. Some of the levels were, like, insane.
Oregano Desert, Deep Dish 9. Oh yeah, how do you get the Gabby clothes again?
Oh, I don't remember, actually. I guess, yeah, we might have to just, pop open a wiki or something so we, get all our information straight.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm gonna have to do because you're the one that does all the video stuff. Uno momento. Close Pizza Tower.
Got it. Oh god, these descriptions.
Unlocked by finishing a level while Pizza Face is nearby.
Oh, right.
Comedian unlocked by breakdancing for 10 seconds during any boss fight.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't remember some of these, but I do remember they're all like just really fucking goofy. Like some of them are also kind of weird. Like they kind of what do you call it? Like show off just how strange. Or yeah, like the one where it's like get every olive bubble in Deep Dish 9. It's like I remember it's one of those things that like it sounds pretty just whatever, and then you do it, and it's like, oh, I don't even know where all of them are. Like, how do I know when I've gotten all of them?
And also, the fucking Forest Goblin one. Unlocked by finishing Gnome Forest without killing a single noise goblin.
That wasn't the worst, but it was awful. That one, I hated that one so bad. I remember V was trying to P-rank the level while she was getting that one, and I was just like, no, please don't. You are not going to do it. It is so just annoying.
I commend her for trying it. It sounds like an interesting challenge for like a YouTube video for a grifter.
Right, yeah. But she was trying to do it like first try. She was like, oh, this is how I'm gonna do it. You know. This is how I'm gonna unlock the clothes. I'm just like, no. I like, Racer. Actually, the one I'm probably about to use here, if I remember correctly. Unlocked by beating the time in the player's own Peppino file. So we talked over it, but I dropped the combo in Ancient Cheese like a fucking numbnut, so...
It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us.
So let's see if I have a better time with this, which is maybe weirdly one of the hardest levels to P-rank as the noise is this one.
Specifically just because of his, like, vertical limitations.
Which is weird, because he could super jump anywhere, so it's just like, okay, well you have the super jumps that run up walls, that's fine, but it somehow makes it to where, like, not only... It just makes it where it takes longer. Like, it's kind of weird, because it's not so much the combo as much as... This is the one level, I think, where I've, like, had a P-rank going, and then I get caught by Pizza Face, because I run out of time. It's, like, insane. It just takes too long. It's weird. I do like this level, though. It's a really, really good concept.
Yeah. Yeah, just like a descent into hell as it gets, like, deeper and danker, and then the very bottom is just, like, cold.
I got kicked by a pepperoni goblin somehow.
That happens to me, too, specifically in that spot as well.
I think that happened in one of my, like, close runs or something, where I got kicked by a pepperoni during a crumbling tower. It's like, how did that even... I've never seen that before.
I will say that Descent isn't as bad as the noise, mostly because of his tornado ability.
No, he does that really well. He goes down very well because of that. But
yeah, down to noise. Oh wait, that's a Sugary Spire thing. Never mind.
What's interesting about the tornado and what makes him actually a bit more technical than Peppino is when you're doing this tornado, when you let go, you bounce into the air. And, like, that small little hop makes it so much more tricky to actually maintain, like, what you're doing. Because, like, it's so easy to become, like, a big hitbox and just, like, spin around everywhere. But then whenever you need to actually start, like, moving fast again, you know, you'll bounce into the air and then you'll start, It's kind of like the Anton thing, where, like, you'll accidentally bounce again if you're not careful.
Yeah. There is a way to cancel the hammer bounce, or like the preparation for it, but it is kind of finicky.
Yeah.
Like, after you bounce, you press X to initiate it, and then you press X again to cancel it.
But similarly, there's also a trick for the tornado here, where you do the it's like the dash slide thing. You can do that out of the tornado, and that'll get you, like, back to running speed. but it's like it's a lot trickier than it looks. I don't do it very often, but and yeah, this is where you'll definitely see like where the difficulties in going upwards is, because you either have to make sure to stop for a super jump, or you have to climb up a wall and make sure not to get down to like 0 height or negative height, because you can get to where bouncing off a wall will actually start dragging you downwards if you do it enough.
Yeah, it's like reverse damage scaling. Like,
Yeah.
I think there was like some Mugen characters that had that, but I'm failing to remember like which ones. I think it was like a Jesus Zilla video, like an ancient one.
Right.
That had like a Balrog punch somebody and then they just started getting health.
That's...
Oh wait, that's present in Sango Guardian Chaos Generation as well.
Oh right, yeah. Which is it's such a funny concept, because I understand how that happens. It's literally you just make it to where the amount of damage keeps going down, but then you never put a limit, so it keeps going into the negatives, and you just start healing the opponent because the scaling got so tough.
Yeah, everybody becomes crazy. I hate that specific Fork Knight.
What a jerk.
The Fork Knights must die! I don't think we even like scratched the surface of like Pizza Tower like mod shit last video, but I think we brought up Sugary Spire, I think.
Yeah, we talked about Sugary Spire.
Yeah.
An internship, which is not a mod, but
Internship fascinates me because it's like both a fan game and like a rip-off.
yeah, it was... I don't see it so much as a rip-off as much as it is just like, I will make my own game because you weren't releasing yours, and then it came out, and they're just like, fuck, alright.
Or simply just like... So many like Pizza Tower things came out like before the full game release, so like the discrepancies in them is really obvious. Like the early builds of Scout to Go and Sugary Spire itself.
Yeah.
And then there's just like a lot of things that came out like post, like the Pepina ramen stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I talked about that in any of the video, in
No.
the previous video. Essentially, there was an artist online whose name escapes me at the moment, but they were like drawing like fake screen caps for like a Pizza Tower like cartoon for quite a bit. And on April Fool's Day, they just like did that, except frame it as like a Sailor Moon Bishoujo anime, where like the characters are like magical girls now. It was just like, you know, haha, funny. And then there was like somebody else not related to this artist that decided to like make it into a mod.
Jeez. Pizza Tower fans are that kind of fandom, huh?
I wouldn't say it's like that was done out of weirdness. I think that was just done for like the bit.
No, I just mean like it's complex. Like there's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Also, shoutouts to me actually, reaching 0 there. So that would have actually unlocked that one shirt that we just mentioned.
Did you know that your name is Theodore? I don't know why the Pizza Granny's Southern.
They're definitely Paula Deen. I actually managed to do it right this time, so you get to see this room full of unused sprites.
Time is money, so you're gonna be penniless.
Ah, Pepperman. So, the boss fights with the noise are actually a fair bit different as well, because he gets a weapon. He kicks bombs.
All of the achievements for getting like boss skins are just literally don't miss a single bomb, and that's a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah, it's like it has to hit something, basically. Like that.
Unless your name is the Vigilante, which becomes really easy if you know what to do.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
You still have your uppercut at least.
Yeah, I actually kind of forgot about that for a little while, I think.
Yeah, the hard thing about this is that, like, when Pepperman, like, attacks, your bombs just become, we're not working.
Yeah.
I love the noises. Have you seen what the noise looked like in, like, his initial concepts in early Pizza Tower?
Oh god, yeah, like his design changed a lot. He had like a pizza on his head.
Yeah, it was like his hat was supposed to, like, be like a chef hat with, like, pizza pepperonis on it. He had, like, a pizza emblem on his front.
Yeah.
His mustache was actually connected to his nose. I think they did that just because, like, it's a lot visually clearer to have it, like, not actually connected to his nose holes, because it just, like, overlaps with his mouth, and he doesn't have much of a... doesn't have really much of a head?
He has an interesting shape. He is a curious creature.
It's weird how much he takes from the Noid, and yet how much he stands apart from him.
Yeah. Just love, yeah, he gets his own little victory music there.
Oh yeah, that jingle, like, the one for Peppino was first heard in Rivals of Aether, because there's that Rivals of Aether Peppino mod that was, like, made by McPig and, like, a coder.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's actually how I got into Rivals of Aether, other than my GF gifting it to me. It was mostly because I wanted to play Peppino in a Smash Bros. And Rivals of Aether is fucking good.
Yeah, for sure. Shoutouts to him not even being in an elevator.
Up, up, and away! These fucking stickers.
Yeah.
Rather than just drawing new title card art, I guess they're just like, everybody, draw the noise.
Draw the noise's head and it will just replace every face that we see with the noise.
It is very in character for him.
God, this the amount of like the intro music being just the normal one, but all the instruments replaced with the fucking noise.
I'm surprised that they don't have like a sticker sheet of all of those noise faces on like Fangamer or something.
Yeah, right.
Those like fucking sell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was Fangamer Pizza Tower merch before the game launched.
What?
They're making merch of a demo. Yeah, there's
Jeez.
the Peppino plush, the Pizza Tower shirt, and like the red plastic cup that you see in like a bunch of restaurants. Those were all products that were made before Pizza Tower was officially finished.
Jeez.
Then they got a lot more merch after like the success of the game.
Right.
Yeah, that includes. Oh yeah, like there was a enamel pin that was also like before the game was finished, and then there came more and some stickers, some clothes, some more plushies, a Brick the Rat mug with a picture of Gustavo's face on the bottom. And like the preview video that they had, it was just like pouring fucking marinara in there.
Of course.
Oh yeah, do you like the Pizza Tower OST? Do you want to get it on a 2-disc vinyl set?
You know what? If I had any way to play it, yes.
Yeah, I actually bought that for myself as an early birthday present.
It is a good ass soundtrack.
It's gonna be interesting to like gather my thoughts on that through like the medium of vinyl.
Yeah.
Because I am starting to like gather like a bigger vinyl collection as like an excuse to like listen and put my thoughts together on music on like short little B-Sky write-ups, and it'll be interesting to write that after talking about Word Jazz by Ken Nordine.
So
Ken Nordine mentioned.
the Firemouth is it's just kind of floatier. It's not all that much different. Like, not a lot of it is like that different, but it is interesting that they actually bother to try to make differences between the two.
Yeah, some of it is subtle and some of it is extravagant.
Yeah,
I hate doing this as the noise.
I don't. Obviously, yeah, we saw the ball transformation, but I don't think that's like any different. I think that's just kind of visual.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
But it's funny then. Instead of a ball, it becomes a donut. There he is. It's popping out.
He
I think one of the T-shirts was just getting the 50 combo,
yeah, it was.
which was just described as having him come out of the TV, and it's just like, what the fuck do you mean have him come out of the TV? It's like, oh okay, just get 50 combo, 50 hit combo. Nope.
If the noise actually came out of my TV in real life, I probably wouldn't be alive now. Ah! Scary ass chicken wing. That's like the one. That's like 1 out of 2 instances where you would be scared of a chicken wing. The other one is fighting against Fei Long in Street Fighter.
Oh, I see. It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
His kick special is nicknamed Chicken Wing.
Sure. I'm sure there's like the fire effect or something looks like food if you're a fighting game fan, because apparently
Yeah,
that's all fighting game fans think about is food.
I mean, if you're like going exclusively to Evo, then you obviously would be hungry because they don't really like sell shit there. At least the time that I was there in 2019. The Combo Breaker at least serves food, like
Did
like
they?
fast food, but like
Huh.
food. Yeah, I ate there.
Interesting.
God, what did you eat at Combo Breaker?
Oh, I think I just ordered food at the hotel.
Oh,
I just reached or whatever it was. I bought me a thing of cookies, and I'm like, hell yeah, we don't have this where I live, and then I found out we do.
you found out that they actually were where you live?
Yes!
Next time I go, I want to like order a deep dish, Chicago deep dish.
Oh yeah,
Try it for myself.
I did do that. I did buy a deep dish, and I'm just like, man, this is horrible.
Oh no! Let me guess, because the cheese was under the sauce.
It was just messy to eat. I think it was just not a good way to do it. I forget what I did wrong, but I remember it was like somebody was just like, "Did you do this?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it's like, "Oh well, there you go, dummy."
I'm Italian, and this offense. So yeah, Pizza Tower, great game.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the cheese? It's under the sauce.
Oh my god. That video, but replace them with Pepino and the noise.
I don't even know what the noise is standing on pizza is.
I thought he was supposed to hate it, but I actually don't know now.
Yeah, we don't know now. The canon can change, like, on a whim, depending on how much alcohol McPig has consumed or not.
That's true. Because it used to be part of his design, so, like, I don't even know... Like, I hate pizza, so I'm gonna dress like one. Like, what are you talking about?
And now he doesn't dress like a pizza, and now he doesn't even mention it.
Yeah. He just cares about his acting? I don't even know, man.
He's like a fucking annoying ass superstar. Like he's like a fucking I don't even know what the comparison is to make with the noise. He's literally just like a walking mascot, and I think that's how they got to the idea of him being like a film star, is literally because, what is a mascot? Technically an actor for commercials.
Yeah, true. Didn't show it there, but Ghost has a very interesting property now where you're like much slower, but you have a dash.
Yeah, it's like burst speed rather than like running.
I think if you don't utilize that dash, you actually will drop your combo at some point. Fucking love Tombstone, Arizona.
Named after a real place.
Yes! Which is a pretty great name, I'm not gonna lie. And there's also a connection with Tombstone Pizza.
Is that like a kind of pizza?
Yeah, it's like a brand of pizza, yeah.
Ah.
Make like frozen pizzas.
Did I ever tell you about Brazilian pizza?
I don't think so.
I think I'll just send you a picture, hang on. Because it's like multiple like different like slices of pizza with like different wacky toppings. And like sometimes in the center is just like it's something else completely, like a mini pizza or like a fucking tire.
I'm sorry,
Like
what?
a fucking dessert.
I don't think you can fit a tire on a pizza.
Well, I have the image that disproves it. You can't put a tire on a pizza. You can put a whole rotisserie chicken. You can put a whole case of beer.
I don't even know what the internet anymore. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that.
No, once you see something, you can't unsee it.
I'm a huge fan of whenever you activate the ghost transformation, you just see your character's corpse fly off.
Yeah.
They just die.
I thought you were gonna say like fucking Peppino with the TV, just like
Oh yeah.
hair dryer of all things.
Just like
Get out of my house! This is a Christian household.
Stop haunting me, you asshole.
I'm surprised that the noise doesn't have any sort of replacement for like the priest power up in Pizza Scare, considering this is like the one creation of God that he is the furthest away from.
We didn't really talk
Okay,
much
no,
about.
you didn't flub it.
We didn't talk much about John Ghost.
Yeah,
He's like a easier pizza face in that he chases you around everywhere, but if he hits you, he just teleports you back to the beginning of the room, which is more than likely to make you drop your combo.
I feel like he's a Wario Land 4 reference.
Yeah, I could see
Although,
that.
mechanically he works like completely differently from like the ghost that was in like the
Oh, the pirate ghost?
yeah, the pirate ghost from Crescent Moon Village.
I mean, thank God I don't want this guy stealing your stuff.
Stealing your Jerome.
Jerome's been captured. Oh no.
So sad.
Also, yeah, this transformation, which is, I don't know, yeah, some of them are transformations, sometimes it's just silly shit, like you just ride a corpse. It's just a level gimmick. Ah! I love that animation too, just, ah!
I'm in the pizza, which I'm not sure if I hate or not.
I may or may not detest this, ah!
What if the noise is lactose intolerant?
Well, I mean, it isn't milk, so...
That comic will never not be funny to me, just because of the phrasing, this isn't milk without any, like, punctuation.
I still love the one, like, read out version of it where that line was just, "This isn't milk." That's like an official comic, though. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Peppino and Noise comics. And then there's the comic, like the good, the bad, and the something or something else that was supposed to be like led up to the Vigilantes reveal or something, but then that never happened.
Right. With this game, I thought it was actually called the good and the bad and the something something else.
Yeah, you can never tell with this game. But to think that like multiple boss characters were considered for playability, or like Vigilante like starting off as like a playable character and then being retrofitted to a boss.
It's just so weird because he just had like projectiles.
Yeah.
He just had guns. Which is sort of...
Yeah, firearms was an oddly reoccurring thing in the various play styles of Pizza Tower. Like, Peppino could either, like, buy guns, or he just always had a gun on him in some builds.
Yeah.
I guess that's what happens when you have a fascination with, Doom, the FPS.
Oh, yeah. Huge fan of that, though.
Yeah. Remembering the bring your own class thing that includes a bunch of Pizza Tower characters and some other weird ones like Pizza Tower guy, some other characters that were like McPig's other OCs like Bob and Melty Man, and also Maurice, Peppino's brother.
I don't remember that one.
He was like a thing that showed up in some streams like Bring Your Own Class and I think the SRB2 cart stuff. Yeah, the SRB2 cart stream is where I learned a certain popular political figure was hit by firearms.
Jesus Christ.
And that's where we also learned that, of more important matters, what Tour de Pizza was going to be working on next.
Oh yeah, have we really talked about that? They're making a beat 'em up now?
Yeah, we haven't talked about, like, their future endeavors, but the new thing that they're working on is a weird, abstract, beat 'em up called Woon, and we first heard about this because of the fucking main antagonist, Woon, being a ring racer's pod first.
Of course. Jesus Christ. So,
There's like no telling with McPig.
as you can see here, Mort is... I was gonna say Mort's fairly different, but it's really just the attack is different. Instead of it being a big melee swing, it's now like a boomerang. Just toss that motherfucker.
Mort has become fully weaponized.
Which, that actually makes this just a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because you could just grab shit from really far away.
Nice save.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get hit by that on the way out.
I don't actually remember what happens. I'll just taunt it. It's fine. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, his fucking high combo animation where he's just has a top hat and drinking tea.
I find this situation rather absurd and silly.
I forget what his other one is.
Like him with like the cape
Oh,
and like, moving around like a fucking goblin.
Yeah. He's like a kid pretending to be Batman or some shit.
Something in my ass.
Check that shit out, by the way.
Oh my god.
Kept the combo. I'm the best.
You were the best at Pizza Tower game thing.
I got the mimic topping.
Did you find the key piece? I can't believe Scout to Go sometimes. It's like one of like the first like Pizza Tower mods, and the first thing you do is have a fucking cryptic ass scavenger hunt just for like a Five Nights at Freddy's joke taken too seriously.
Yikes. I don't know
Yeah,
anything
just, like-
about it other than there's that weird video that I just referenced.
The actual like Scout to Go like hunt thing just has you like going around levels and like finding like key pieces, some of their locations being like really cryptically like activated and hidden, and the end result is like just being able to have a fight with Golden Pizza Boy, which is just a stupid Five Nights at Freddy's reference that's literally just a cop-out boss that dies in one hit.
Great.
And then there's like an update that actually does have a ending reward to it, where you meet Silver Cone Boy from Sugary Spire, and then the only reward that you get is like uncapped speed. That's it.
Incredible. I guess you also got that reward at Anton Blast, so I'm You-
Look, Anton Blast isn't like as cryptic. Okay, I guess it is cryptic, but it isn't like set up in a way where you have to fucking talk to a FNAF thing that gives you hints.
There are no Five Nights at Freddy's references in Anton Blast as far as I'm aware. Thank God.
I feel like in here it's fine, just because it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's just silly and absurd. It's just like when it gets to the point when, you know, you kind of are just like,
Gotta kill that guy.
yeah. Called you a big dumb weenie.
You want to talk about the Halloween update?
Yeah.
Because
Pizza
that's...
Tower was no stranger to, uploading builds on Halloween. And, there was a Halloween-themed update to this game that, speaking of scavenger hunts,
yeah.
for, like, a certain part in, like, the end of October and early November, like, there would be, like, Halloween decorations for, like, the main menu, the pause, and, like, the bosses would come out of their gates in costumes.
There's also, yeah, the pause menu, and then there's like if you get all the pumpkins that are in each level, like there's one in each level, then you unlock a bonus, like, area that's like, how do you even describe it? It's just you running around collecting things before,
Yeah, it's like a challenge bonus level where you are placed in like a maze room with like arrows pointing you to where you need to go to find the remainder of the game's pumpkins, while a like pumpkin themed pizza face chases you, and if he touches you then you have to start the whole thing over again.
it's almost identical to the John Ghost, in that, like, it'll, because John Ghost is a little specific. He actually slows down as he gets closer to you to give you a chance to get away from him, but there's,
Yeah.
like, rubber banding involved, so...
Good old Mario Kart.
Yeah, but, yeah, if he touches you there, you just lose, like, you lose, and you get sent out of the level.
Actually, I should have said ring racers in regards to rubber banding.
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ. It had, like, its own Halloween clothes, as a few Halloween tracks, including The Runner, which is just a really good track.
Oh yeah, and if you take the ghost transformation out of Tricky Treat, you just get like Peppino staring at you in the dark and dead silence, and then your game closes.
Yeah, that's another, like, reused asset. Like, there was something, I don't even know what it was for, but...
It was for originally when you beat the game and you beat it again in order to like get a new like ranking that you get
Oh,
at the end. It says the judgment was final. Please try a new save file in order to get a different judgment.
Yeah, so they took the text off, and it's just the creepy image of Peppino staring at you for a few seconds, and the game just
I'm not
closes.
gonna lie, that's actually kind of unsettling, even though that there's no jump scare. Which
Yeah.
reminds me, if you
Oh.
sit on the title screen for 40 seconds, Peppino will lunge at you and then close the game.
Yeah, I think I don't know, not huge on that, but you know.
I think I might have left the menu open when I was about to close the game, like when I was first playing, and I somehow avoided getting jump scared.
I swear somebody I know accidentally let that happen.
I know V does it on purpose because she thinks it's funny.
Silly. Yeah, I remember that was like the one thing that I wasn't keen on when I first played this game. I was like enjoying it, but I was also like, man, this jump scare shit is for the birds. Like, what the hell? But it's also pretty, you know, it's just the one level, and you ideally don't get a jump scare at all anyway. So,
Yeah.
and then that like kind of Easter egg essentially for the title screen.
Yeah, I actually was like a little bit unsure about Don't Make a Sound because of the jump scares, but I think playing it in calls and then being like, oh my god, I've got a good jump scare! Ah!
Yeah,
like a fucking dork actually eased a lot of the tension.
Yeah, I feel really bad I never recorded my session with it. I think it was ARPA and Roman who were watching me play it for the first time. Or no, it was Yasme and Roman, I think. And we were just, we were just making a bunch of fucking jokes whenever it happened. I just like, oh no, I'm so spooked. And ended up having a lot of fun. We had just a blast doing that. I'm trying to remember what Spooky Cheese Man or something for the...
Yeah, Spooky Cheese Man.
Yeah.
What did you call the fucking tomato topping monster?
Oh, I don't remember. Shit. That's the thing. I didn't record it, and I wish I did, because we were just laughing the whole time. Being
Like
little
Jerry
shit.
Springer or something?
Oh, yeah. What? That sounds right, but I don't know why.
It's the Jerry Springer Show!
Oh, right, yeah, you kill the fucking horse.
Yeah, the horse just aptly named Horsey.
Of course.
That guy's a fucking dick. He's a sore winner. He's that image of the guy on the podium. That's Horsey.
God, yeah, we barely even acknowledged him if we did at all.
Nah, I don't think we mentioned him last video.
Yeah, like, this gimmick of this level, or one of them, is that you'll reach the starting line, and then you'll race the horse to the exit, and if you beat him there, you'll get the top, and otherwise it gets locked away. You just lose it. But it's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, and in the noise, even if you do lose it, you can just break open the cage and kill him anyways.
Yeah, yeah. The noise, that's kind of a running theme, is the noise just kind of doesn't give a shit. But I won't spoil any of the other
Yeah.
ones.
It's like the noise. I mean, it's like Peppino is like a victim of the tower's actions, while the noise is the opposite.
Also, shout out to me getting a bunch of chef tasks for that. P-ranked the entire floor.
You are from Texas. You changed your clothes.
Yeah, I did it by accident, and I went, fuck it. Get me clothes.
Yeah, these are literally just Gabby's colors.
I think this is the first one unlocked, too. So, Vigilante. This boss fight isn't my favorite as Peppino. It's one of the dumbest fights as the noise.
Yeah,
There's
it
this
literally
very...
just takes 2 bombs in order to take a hat from him.
So there's this really, really difficult strategy that you have to employ with the Vigilante fight where you, well, yeah.
You know... Yeah, he's just... two bombs.
It's really not hard to do. You could just have it to where the bombs hit him as soon as he becomes vulnerable, and then just kind of put him in a loop.
With Peppino, it's much harder because you have, like, bullets that don't damage as much, but you do have like one big shot that I guess does the same amount of damage as the Noise's bombs. But you can't like partially charge it. You have to like charge it and then like time it right. You can't hold a charge with Peppino's gun.
Also, I do want to give a shout out, or a jeer, I guess, to the fact that the game does not explain the charge shot at all. I was like completely correct. I went to Bob and I'm like, "You didn't know about this, did you?" And he's like, "No." And I'm pretty sure I had to see like a Yasme do it before I even knew about it myself. So, also for the record, yeah, you don't have to do shit at that point. You actually have to do a fucking Samurai Kirby minigame with Peppino, but with the Noise, it's just automatic. He just shoots him.
I thought you were say Samurai Showdown minigame for a second. I can't even imagine what those two would be like in Samurai Showdown. Like, would Peppino use like his unused like pizza saw?
Oh my god.
I don't even know what the Noise would do.
He certainly got a lot. Well, I mean, we have, Rivals versions of them, so...
Yeah. They're definitely a better fit for that than,
No, yeah.
Samurai Showdown.
I mean, platformer characters, yeah, they'll do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was really hard for me to come up with a hypothetical move list for Anton. Completely hypothetically, for a certain fighting game that may or may not rhyme with, Paddle Lays.
Rattle Praise.
Yeah. He would be a better fit for Rivals, even though that there's like one version of him, Anton, that was made from like the first demo, and he's really outdated, and he does a lot of flickies from both sides kind of shenanigans.
Yeah, it's a pretty silly conversion, but I remember enjoying it anyway.
I feel like he has the potential for like a fully fleshed out character, at least. Anton.
I mean, even making a fighting game character in Rivals is a bit difficult.
Yeah, because usually you have to think of like gimmicks and how everything like flows together into a comprehensive hit.
There's also, in fact, there's not a lot of vertical stuff in your typical fighting game moveset because it's a lot of, or it's very horizontal based, whereas like in a Rivals or a Smash Bros. Clone, you need like a recovery move and like heavy attacks that go upwards and different directional aerial moves. It's something. So, yeah, the Noise's gimmick with the barrels that he just goes over corners, he's also, for whatever reason, just significantly harder to control, and I think it's just because he goes faster.
Yeah.
It makes it to where you can actually overshoot your jumps by a lot if you're not careful, so you have to be really precise with what you're doing in these barrels. I think this is one of the last levels I P-ranked with the Noise, because I was having a real tough time with it.
You say fighting games in verticality, but what about like the Marvel vs. series or like Melty Blood? The Noise in Melty Blood is a thought.
I mean, I guess there's a little more there. I couldn't tell you about Melty Blood. I don't know much about it, but yeah, I guess there's a little more there. I mean, especially you have like characters who fly.
Yeah.
There's certainly a lot of stuff for that, but
yeah, they're probably better fits for like Smash Brothers movesets, as long as they're not made by a person named Duke of Dorks.
Oh god. I do like that because Mario is essentially a Shoto clone. Like the way his moves work is, the same thing as a Shoto clone until he got the fucking cape. But that
Blood.
Yeah. Oh god, right. Like that translated pretty well whenever they did Ryu. It's just like, well, you got the uppercut, the fireball, the Tatsu. It's like that. Yeah, there it is. There's everything you need.
Yeah, the focus attack for good measure, because Street Fighter V wasn't really out around the time of Super Smash Bros. 4.
Yeah. I did not.
And even then, his like gimmick in that game was just like a parry, anyways.
Yeah. Oh god. I did not mention the pineapples. They have a gimmick, and it's like the pineapple enemy here. They
Yeah.
can't be hit from above, and they also taunt when you do?
Yeah, they like taunt, but then they like lag a little bit, so it's safe to touch the top of their heads.
Oh, right. They also, I think that, yeah, they used to have like a super, like a new Super Mario Brothers gimmick where they would taunt with the music. Like, that was what that was originally for. And then it just, yeah, they just kind of became Goombas that have a taunt thing. It's very weird.
You see the Duke of Dork's Mario video?
No, that's the next thing we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
My sister's wedding, me in a Duke of Dork's video.
Oh, did I do it here? No. So, I thought I had found a bug whenever I did something on, like, in that area right over there, where if you toss an enemy, like, it doesn't count as a part of the combo until it hits the wall. So, like, at some point I would launch the enemy to the left, and it just took so long to hit a wall that I was just like, wait, what? Why did I just get an extra combo while I wasn't doing anything? I didn't realize that that was going on. I think Yasme finally pointed out, and I was like, oh, fuck. For the longest time, I was like, what, is it a weird bug? Like, why did I just get a kill here? Also, me showing off you do not need to use the barrel there once you've gotten rid of the stupid rants. Also, me, absolutely 100%, 500% not forgetting to grab the treasure.
Yeah, you absolutely skipped that.
I genuinely went, I think at some point in the level, I just kind of went like, I'm in lap 2. Why do I have so little points? Like, why don't I have my S rank yet? And I'm like, oh, fuck Jerome. There we go. The combo just went up there.
Juice. It's one of my spirits! Someday we'll talk about Anton Blast proper.
Someday.
Done.
Yeah.
Actually, we could talk about Anton Ball Deluxe.
Oh yeah, I guess we could. Also, the Spirit animation. Jealous to it.
Falls off the rope like a dumbass.
I do like before that happened, ARPA was like, I like Peppino's better, and then he falls off the rope, he's like, never mind.
I like how instead of Mr. Stick, you're giving money to the misses.
Yeah.
To the misses for some kisses.
Yeah, instead of it's just like, you can open a boss cage just like, come for some hugs and kisses.
You can tell it's the girl version because she's wearing pink and has bows. Oh yeah, something happens to Gustavo in this level because, you know, what's the Gustavo replacement for the Noise campaign?
It's the noise.
Obviously.
When are you supposed to bring your rat friend? I do love you. They just got some BS hints.
It feels like a cop-out, but it also feels so much in character. Just for no reason. Just there being just another version of him.
Yeah.
Or just the same guy. It's just like, you know, it's the Noise. You haven't seen me yet. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Theodore Noise, and
So it's kind of funny. I think this is a good example of it, I think. Like, you would think that, like, the Noise can't do any, or, Gustavo can't do anything that the Noise can't. But, actually, he has a double jump. And the Noise kind of does, but you have to do some silly shit for it. It's actually maybe the most annoying part of the game is
Oh yeah, we mentioned it a bit earlier, but the noise goblins here, because they're related to you, they don't fire their arrows at you. They just wave and smile.
yeah.
Unless you taunt them, then they shoot an arrow.
Which is funny because I think the reason they do that is almost exclusively because there's a chef task for reflecting the arrow. There's actually a couple of very silly things that the game does to make chef tasks possible for the noise. Because one of them is, you'll see in, well, a couple levels from now. Alright, that. In the Pig City, one of them was kick brick into 3 enemies at once. And it's like, well, there's no brick, so what are they gonna do for that? And you'll see. I do like also, he doesn't deliver pizzas, he just kills the pizza and then he steals the topping from the person's house.
Yeah, he like fucking... He's like the big bad wolf over here, except huffing and puffing and blowing the house down. He's just... touch.
Yeah. Because it just breaks as soon as you touch, you don't have to do anything. I don't think we mentioned also one of my favorite things is like, there's a timer on the pizza when you're delivering it as a Supino, and, like, it is so generous, you have to try to run out of time. But I do genuinely love whenever you run out of time, it just turns it to ice. It just freezes.
Yeah. This is like, you don't want it to get cold. Well, what better way to exemplify that than fucking that?
It just that spontaneously freezes. I love it.
I took like some storyboarding classes, and one of the things that I ironically didn't learn from any of those, other than like looking at some ones from like actual cartoons, is the art of exaggeration and clear key posing. And I think that is a perfect example of like getting an idea across without any words, because the pizza got cold.
Yeah.
It's frozen now.
It's beautiful. It's taken me this long to realize we haven't talked anything about the combo meter.
Oh yeah, the most important thing, the combo meter, which was like a passive thing throughout the game's development, and then it just became a main feature at some point.
And it features this character that has no backstory or relevance or anything.
There is no documentation or like other images other than like that sprite and being on the title card for Crumbling Tower Pizza.
Yeah.
It's weird.
One of the best things they did though was I think was the noise update, or maybe it was the Halloween one, but
It was the noise.
they made it to where it used to be like yellow around the mask, but then they changed it.
Dirty bronze.
Yeah. They changed it to purple while you're still in your first combo. So because you used to be able to like drop your combo and then not realize that you had dropped it, like you could forget it because there was no indication that you were still in your first one, but now it remains purple until you drop your combo, which is a nice quality of life. There's a lot of good quality of life they've done for this game.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of palettes, the entirety of Pizza Tower's like color scheme is specifically limited to the Wario Land 2 color palette.
Oh yeah. The 2 or 3, by the way. It's the Game Boy games.
I think 2 was McPig's favorite Wario Land, at least according to the Wieners Don't Use Drugs Tumblr days.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Wario Land 2 has colors?
No, it did. That was on the Game Boy Color.
I'm wrong then.
Yeah, you might be thinking of Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, or Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
I don't fully understand how the whole Game Boy thing worked, to be honest.
It's a weird naming convention that they like had to drop when they were making more Wario Lands, because technically speaking, Wario Land 2 is Wario Land 2 Super Mario Land 4?
Oh, yeah.
And then it would be like 5, 6. Technically speaking, Wario Land Shake It would be Wario Land Shake It Super Mario Land 7.
Yeah.
And no wonder why they just stopped, numbering them at a certain point. Even like the regular Mario Bros games, they're just new Super Mario Bros. it took them until Wonder like a year ago to like get some flavor back.
Right, yeah. They make way too many fucking games, I swear to God.
That's like the weird thing with like a bunch of Nintendo titles, correct me if I'm wrong, but like they generally tend to not be like abysmally bad, but then there are just like some ones that are like good, but not like standouts, I guess.
Yeah, like the typically the worst they do is just kind of bland. I think New Super Mario Bros. 2 was one of those games I remember hearing just like nothing good about it.
Yeah, the fucking 3DS one where the gimmick was like coin collecting, which would have been perfect for I don't know, the guy that collects coins.
You know, yeah.
Oh wait, I meant like the 3DS guy in yellow and purple
Check this shit
that.
I hate doing that as the noise, so I said fuck it, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I do that too. Because of you.
Yeah, but that's my strat. I invented it.
And then he perfected it so that no man could best him in the Ring of Honor!
I did that earlier in one of the other bonus rooms in Gnome Forest 2, because, like...
What? Quote, Soldier TF2?
Yes! I think I fell, or I nearly fell, and I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna super jump up to the exit, because, like... It's annoying. Like, it's one of the only, like, bad things about playing the noise is some of Gustavo's secrets are, like, pretty annoying to do as the noise.
Yeah, you can't get anything other than a Primo Berg in this one.
Huh? Why is that?
I'm glad you asked, because at some point in this video, I think you're going to demonstrate. Are you not?
Yeah. Just trust me. I got this all under control. I don't remember where I do it, though.
You remember humans having blood?
Yeah.
I like how on the TV the noise donut is just like a Gabby like strawberry and mint swirl. I think I joked about like a Battle Craze like fucking food menu, and somebody suggested that like a Gabby milkshake would just be like a mint and Pepto-Bismol.
Awful.
Like, I think my initial pitch was like it's strawberry mint, but even then, I'm not sure how like those two like blend together.
Strawberry mint. Yeah, that sounds a little excessive.
I think Gabby would enjoy it.
It's very Gabby, I'll give you that. Or the noise, depending.
It would be crazy if Pizza Tower were popular enough to get like either like an actual like kind of restaurant deal or like a special collaboration menu, or like a bootleg restaurant somewhere in like Mexico.
Special shoutouts to this being, I think, the third attempt at this level, where the second one was stifled by me being exiting the level and then realized I forgot to go to this area. Just somehow skipped the entire door. And all the doors close when it's pizza time, so...
Oh yeah, did you know that Pizza Tower was going to have a level builder at some point, officially?
Yeah, we mentioned that at some point.
Did I mention that there was like a fan-made one that a lot of people use?
No, we don't think we talked about that one. I actually messed
Yeah.
with that a fair bit, also check it out.
The noise, writing his own numbers like a fucking cheat.
No, that's just what the par is. It's just
Yeah,
20, it's just
right.
21.
The noise is correcting it. That's what's happening.
There's just a bit of a typo.
Yeah, a few typos. I keep forgetting. Oh, God damn it. But yeah, create your own pizza is like editor that's used for making Pizza Tower levels, because you know the official one was scrapped at some point because that is far too ambitious an idea to actually have realized.
I might be wrong about this. I think I learned recently through looking at that cutting room floor page that they actually did work on the level editor for the noise update. Like, it still wasn't implemented, but it was actually, like, changed.
Oh,
Yeah, there's, like, new code for it, which is very strange, because, again, it just didn't get finished, but...
I think they might have went back to that with like the idea that they could actually like finish it for the noise update.
That's what it seems like, yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah,
there's no
'cause,
reason
like,
to touch it, but...
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only other updates after the noise one were just like the language stuff for the Nintendo Switch release, and then they were moving on to Woon.
Moon. It's Moon, but upside down.
There was like a fucking bevy of I didn't bring up like the quote-unquote mega leak that Pizza Tower went through sometime before the noise update. Mostly because I'm not sure about the validity of it.
Right, yeah.
There's just like a bunch of like videos and stuff of like not only stuff that wouldn't be seen in Pizza Tower, but also just like vertical slices of like different game ideas and like concept art.
Oh yeah, there was also, wasn't there like a fake noise video that got put out?
I have no idea, but there was like a noise game that was supposed to have like a different like platforming style, and it included like a big dumb where noise transformation. And it was supposed to be like the I only say that I'm not sure if it's fake or not, just because it like came with a bunch of like concept art that looked like it was done by McPig himself.
Right.
Yeah, and like the antagonist was supposed to be like the fucking Snick parody version of Dr. Eggman and Dr. Bad Breakfast. And it was called like Noise's Big Break or something, and we didn't like see much of that like afterwards. And there's like concept art for like an RPG called Aliens Stole My Pizza starring Peppino and much of the other guys and some other characters like Melty Man and like an actual Peppina designed by McPig and Froy's head.
Oh my god. That shit is just...
Yeah, like any time like anything like quote unquote official is like seen from Pizza Tower that's cut, you know that fans are gonna be like snorting it like crack cocaine and putting it into their own projects. But I would love to see Melty Man in a Pizza Tower mod, I'm not gonna lie.
I can't keep up with this fucking fan base. It's just weird ass shit.
Oh yeah, there's also like the footage of playable Mr. Stick of all characters that came with his own like time attack level that was never completed. Like they literally didn't draw like tiles for it, it was only collision. And honestly, I think a part of me like believes that those were real just because like given all of the other cut stuff that Pizza Tower went through, I don't find it hard to believe that like McPig and the team would just like scrap something and move on to something else.
At the same time though, like there's so much of it that like in spite of that, some people made their own. Like there was some definitely like fake shit out there.
Probably. We never like heard like any statements about it, whether or not it was true or not. So it's just like it's like the fucking Grinch leak all over again. Except we know that the Grinch leak was fake. We just don't know why or who.
I mean everything else that we know about this game, like why would there be stuff that was unconfirmed? We know so much shit already. Like that's just very weird.
I will say, I am at least happy that Woon wasn't leaked somehow.
Right.
it was very good that it was able to be revealed in the wacky and cryptic way that it did. I think that like stream even had like a teaser that had like a silhouette of like Mr. Stick saying, "Who is this?" And then it's revealed and it's just like Woon in a humanoid shape.
Yeah. So
McPig knew. McPig fucking knew.
the rocket is the two transformations here are really interesting. The rocket, you cannot turn around on a dime anymore. You actually have to bounce off walls, which makes it easier in some places and harder in others.
Yeah.
And then the olive, you actually move up slower, and then you can push yourself upwards by holding up.
Like fucking blow. I don't know how the physics of that work.
It's
It's a cartoon. I don't have to question it. I'm not a YouTuber who writes 2-hour video essays about cartoons that I haven't even watched.
but it the olive one is actually kind of weird in that you can there's at least one part where you could actually screw yourself up if you're not careful. But you know, it adds a little bit of a flavor to you know, unique noise flavor, which is I guess diesel.
Or like candy. Because originally, like, all of the top-ins in Noise's campaign was supposed to be like candy and like chocolate pizza or cookie pizza, but they did update like the look of all the top-ins and the big ones to look a lot nicer, so they probably didn't redo those.
So is that where the idea for Sugary Spire came from?
I don't even know where the idea of Sugary Spire came from, other than just like the natural idea of the how fucking alternate universe stuff works in like fandoms, of like the natural conclusion of swapping the roles of the two major characters and theming it to something else.
Right, but I mean, place pizza with sweets, and whenever you already had that concept, you know,
Yeah.
at the very least, that seems where that concept came from.
Probably. Like, the documentation on that is kind of loose, because I think the person that initially came up with the Sugary Spire idea might have, like, deleted their Tumblr, and I don't know if it's been archived or not. Because I think, like, the ownership of, like, working on Sugary Spire moved to, like, the team that was working on it or some other people, because the person that originally came up with the idea, like, doesn't really fuck with it anymore.
Bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird, like, hearing, like, how, famous, or I guess, like, MX, you know what MX is, the big fucked up Mario that is gonna kill Lucas or something, you know, come back here.
I don't think I understand half the shit you say, I swear to God. Like, what are you I don't even care.
I feel like I'm probably like one step away from getting a degree in like autism studies.
You pay attention to this weird fan shit. I'm just like that's nice it exists. I'm happy for y'all. We'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, I may fuck around with like Pizza Tower stuff, but I am not touching Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh Christ.
Racist looking tech deck dudes.
I never really acknowledged the fact that the rockets look like nerds. They actually have personas.
They have glasses and big bucket teeth like nerds do. Oh yeah, I don't know if I pointed this out in the last video, but you know how like fucking not Jerome, Gustavo comes down to like point Peppino in the right direction during the escape.
Right, yeah.
I like how in this level, he just has like a rocket with his face on it.
Yeah. I remember when it first saw that in one of the rooms in this level. I genuinely didn't know what the fuck it was. I was just like, why is there an explosion here? Like, what the fuck's going on? And then I finally, someone pointed out, I was like, oh, it's just Gustavo arriving in a rocket.
Yeah, I had no idea why Gustavo was like hiccuping in a fast food saloon until I realized, oh, he's drunk.
Yeah, he's a drunk bastard.
He may look like sweet and innocent like Mario, but he does not hold back on his booze.
I mean, he beats the shit out of Peppino, apparently, so I don't trust
Yeah,
him
and
at
his
all.
catchphrase is, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, they didn't leave the noise fight untouched because that wouldn't make sense, so it's now the Doys. You want to explain what the Doys is?
Originally, the replacement for the noise fight was going to be a guy called Mr. Orange that was just an orange noise with like thicker eyebrows, and I think at one point he was accidentally named after the guy that held up a Domino's hostage because he believed that the Noid was talking to him. But they instead had a different replacement when a fan, a very young fan, made a video of his own original characters, his own original Pizza Tower characters called Pedito and the Doys, which were just recolors of those characters. And I guess McPig found it so funny that he included the Doys as an actual character.
They also made a cameo in Pizza Scare in the first version of the game. There's like their faces are in the background.
And the Doys was made for Bring Your Own Class, and his gimmick is like everything backfires on him. Like the rocks were supposed to be like boomerangs that came back to him and killed him and like hurt him. And Pedito himself was like a replacement for the BFG, but he would be chasing down the Doys until he caught up and killed him.
Yeah. That gets referenced here too. I don't know why he's like horror themed, but there's very.
I don't know. What do you do with a character called the Doys?
But he's got a creepy ass theme, and this background is certainly something. Impasta.
This is what his synapses look like.
He gets his own version of that guy.
Please tell me you immediately rematched him.
You have to stop spoiling everything. Jeez.
I wanna know!
You can wait. You can give it 5 seconds.
I've been patient. I'm so zoomer pilled. I need my Subway Surfers.
I was gonna make a joke and you just ruined it.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
What was the joke?
I was gonna be like, oh, I better go do that again because didn't get the P rank. I think I can do it better this time. Oh, wow. Check me out. I'm so strong. I'm so fucking good at video games.
You are so good at video games.
But yeah,
This is the first time that I'm seeing this. Totally, absolutely.
Yeah, he's just dead, and you can refight him if you taunt 3 times in front of the gate, but otherwise, yeah, that happens every time, and it does count as an actual P rank.
That is amazing, though.
That's pretty good, yeah. Alright.
I don't know why the Noise's own face is replaced in the title card.
Because it's funny.
Inflated head. I love Earthworm Jim too.
I've been thinking a lot about Earthworm Jim 2 lately.
Is it because we're learning that Tommy Tallarico probably didn't compose a single piece of music in his life?
I mean, yeah, but that was kind of... Oh god, that was longer ago than I'd like to admit. I was going through the watches again and saw that one, and then that got me looking at, some, like, cutting room floor stuff, and then I found that, audio sample that I showed you, just by happenstance.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think that controls a whole... Well, no, it actually does, because you don't fly up unless you're, pressing... or holding up, I think. It's funny, I do it so naturally, I actually forgot if you press jump or up to, do that.
Yeah, you're supposed to, like, mash the button, and, he does not give a shit about the police.
Oh, yeah, the handcuffs just do this, which is very silly. Also, I don't think you have to mash the button for the balloon, I think you just hold it.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
My instinct was to mash it because of the motion that he does.
Nope. I guess the only one you have to mash on is, Box Transformation of Peppino. And then, yeah, you just... I don't dislodge at any time.
And hold a taxi driver hostage.
Yeah. That's always fun. It's not fun, but the noise. There's that chef task for getting your picture taken with all the pigs, and I just never really bothered with that one. I mean, I have, 100% of the game, just for this video.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, you could watch a different video. Everybody is here, hopefully, for funny commentary and insight and our loving personalities, and you know us because we made a fighting game that appeared on Sajam's YouTube. You never stepped foot into the bacon room.
Not in this run, no.
Oh yeah, never mind. Oh yeah, you get
The love.
Yeah, they just do that for some reason to explain why you can hold on to rails. It really wasn't necessary, but, whatever.
I like how the Noisy has a fucking cigarette in his mouth.
I'm so glad they bothered to change that animation, even though it's still the noise. And then he walked into the outlet. That's pretty good, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't think I mentioned, we talked about Heat Meter in the previous video, right?
Yes.
I didn't mention that, like, some of the behaviors from, like, Heat Meter specific moves were actually kept in the final game, but only for, like, a specific few enemies.
I think both the enemies two of the enemies in this level do it. It's like the...
Yeah, it's that and, the very, unfortunately, and, very outdated stereotypical cheese and oregano desert.
Right, yeah. Yeah, because it's like the shrimp throwing the knife and the pizza slugs with the gun.
Yeah.
It's just like a color variant that drops, or that has the gun, otherwise they breathe smoke. Also, like, there's this weird thing where the shrimp enemies are named, like, blue and green, but there's straight up does not exist palettes for them that are blue and green. Like, I don't think there ever was one that was shown, so... It's just a weird thing where there's like, here's the blue and green one, but they were never seen that way. Game development is so funny.
You were probably looking at a cutting room floor for that stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It also helps to look at the Pizza Tower wiki, the good one, on like Murahis.
Oh yeah. Actually, I was looking at the sprites. Or I ripped them with the Undertale mod thing. I found one that I've never seen before. It was like John's face coming out of like a void.
What?
I have to go find that one again. I've never seen it posted anywhere. It's like there's so much stuff in this game, it's crazy.
It really is a miracle that this game got finished.
Yeah. Absolutely unhinged.
It really is the Thief and the Cobbler good ending. I hope that Battle Craze also ends up like that too.
Yeah, I do hope we release it. You're right
know,
about that. Oh, right, yeah, Brick's there.
I like how on the TV it's the noise instead of Peppino on there.
I did not notice that, actually.
And I want to watch Peppino, but my bitch wife wants to watch Gustavo.
Also, that Noisette sprite. She's like pointing and she just looks like she's losing her mind.
She is dating the noise.
Yeah. She's like, I think she's supposed to be like an Amy Rose type, but there's something about the way she's drawn, she's always reminded me of a Simpsons character. I can't really place it.
I can see the noise in The Simpsons.
Oh man, a jelly donut. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, right. The fucking nothing beats a jelly donut.
Like, pretty sure that's the actual joke there.
Yeah.
It's like a rice
Some
ball
of the
with like
treasures
actual
are
jelly
just,
coming out of it.
yeah, some of the treasures are just like jokes. Like the stick of butter in John Gutter is actually just like a reference to like a fan animation somebody made for like Pizza Tower in like the pre-release days, where like Peppino opens a chest with like a stick of butter and then he just eats it. It's a stick of butter, a plate of spaghetti, a jar of peanut butter, which is like one of the oldest ones, a bowl of tomato sauce, can of beans, ghostly ice cream, corn cob, chocolate donut, orange soda, pie, olive sandwich, burger, onigiri, a hot dog, nugget on a stick, ice cream sandwich, chicken leg, a pizza slice from Don't Make a Sound, because it's like that shitty Chuck E. Cheese pizza,
Yeah.
and just a box of Calorie Mate.
Yeah. So yeah, I can confirm that the pause menu music was for the space level.
Oh wow.
It's called
Where'd you learn that?
it's on the cutting room floor. It's also just the fact that the it's called Leaning Dream, and then the escape theme version of it is called Leaning Nightmare.
Oh yeah, that's a Snick's theme. Or Snick.exe.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
You heathen.
Does he kill him anyway? I forget.
I think he does, but it does count even in the Crumbling Tower. Oh yeah, something's different here.
Yeah, so it took me a while to even notice this, but like, yeah, you have a bucket following you around, and this comes up a couple of times. I think it was actually where the noise is on the hub there. This is, as far as I can tell, they just implemented this because of this one bit in this level is like extremely annoying without it.
Yeah, due to the noise's tendency to bounce off of walls, you'll see it coming up.
Yeah, like it's... I thought about it, I'm like, I don't know how you're supposed to avoid taking damage there if you don't have, this bucket to help you. I don't know what the deal with it is other than it's like... he just has a bucket. He's just following you around, and then he just splashes those and breaks them.
And that's literally the only time that you use the bucket in action.
Yeah, it's just...
It's like one of those like absurdist things that actually fits very well into the atmosphere of Pizza Tower.
But I love that, like, they didn't just change the level to not have those things there, they made an explanation for why they don't work. And it's just, he puts water on them and breaks them. Or the bucket does, because it's sentient or something, I don't fucking know.
I think like one of my favorite jokes in like cartoons is just like non-sentient object is like a character that people talk to.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a great gag in Day of the Tentacle, where like they keep running into like a mummified family member, and like all the characters can talk to them, and they don't respond or anything because they're just dead.
Oh, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Noise can do stuff like that. Now there's this. We mentioned this. Getting that is so much trickier than it needs to be. Because his uppercut is so fucking huge, you'll sail right over it.
Yeah, he has like that dragon installed Grand Viper, right?
Yeah.
Now it needs the sound effects and like the visual fire effects on it. Yeah, Soul Bad Guy update when.
I didn't mention this, but the Peppy bots are also another enemy that do not have frighten animations. They will attack you without... Like, if they start their attack, they will not stop for any reason. So...
This level has some weird implication about how they just like clone Peppino and tried to take his skills and like fucking monetize it. I wonder what that reminds me of in the modern day.
They did it like 3 times. Like, there's the Peppino clones, there's the Peppino robots, then there's fake Peppino. Like, there's a whole thing with that.
And like, Pepperbot is like the oldest variant of them too.
Yeah.
Like, chronologically.
Also, instead of the box transformation, you just become small and you have a jetpack, you just fly.
You become a marketable final figure.
It also used to be a fuel meter, apparently, but then that got scrapped. I feel like, yeah, being small makes you able to kill stupid rats, unlike normal the Noise. Can't do shit against these guys. Oh yeah, the box transformation also used to look a lot different for Peppino.
Yeah, he was like walking on like his feetsies.
Yeah, just like 2 feet sticking out of a box. And it was actually just a downgrade as far as I know.
And like Cheese Peppino was supposed to be like the zombie transformation from Wario Land because, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Kind of shambled around. Actually, do not remember if I ranked this one or not. It's looking good so far.
I do like the gag of like the gate being pulled up by the hand.
And I fucking love the face it makes. The actual like icon changes his expression.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Oh! I got the vapors! I'm gonna ask a stupid question right now about people in Texas.
Okay.
Do any of you there, or have you ever heard anybody say, I've got the vapors, like, unironically?
No, because I don't live in the 30s.
Okay, thank you. I think they would shoot me for that if I said that in Texas.
Just look at you funny, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I would not survive a day there.
God. I just want to emphasize, I genuinely hate P ranking this stage. Like,
Yeah, you're not alone there.
it's not the hardest one, I would argue, but it's one of the most annoying ones. It's kind of hard to pinpoint why. I think there's just so many, like, obstacles. Like, these conveyor belts on conveyor belts, which I never really quite... Well, they're speed boosts, but, you know, they're conveyor belts. I'm pretty sure I forgot some back there, but whatever. That chef task is funny. Wide noise, this theme is legit.
They need to put the noise OST on vinyl.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know if they actually ever officially released any of the noise update music.
Can you repeat that? You were cutting off a little bit.
I don't know if they actually officially released the noise music.
Yeah, they do have them on YouTube.
Oh, right. Guess that is an official thing. Cheese on my hot dog.
And he's a fucking rat.
Yeah, so he becomes a cheese rat, which just allows him to walk up walls. I think it's just kind of better. Actually, yeah, he benefits a lot from this stage. I didn't even show it there, but yeah, the way he interacts with water is he doesn't really give a shit, as opposed to Peppino, who gets knocked around by it.
Yeah, because the noise is, you know, he's radical. He's got the surfboard.
Yeah, the surfboard and the skateboard. He's boarding.
Yeah, 90s attitude, like, Pogs? Before it was a stupid face associated by the fucking psychopath fighting game player?
Oh, Christ.
Whatever cool things were in the 90s. Were Heelys in the 90s, or is that the 2000s?
I think that was 2000s.
Yeah, I was more of a 2000s kid, so we had, like, the fucking Yogo, like, yogurt balls. We had Fruit Twistables. We had,
Yogurt balls.
yeah, like candy treats made out of, like, a hard-coated shell with, like, yogurt in them. I would probably kill to have, like, a fucking, serving of that again. If not for, you know, a high sugar amount, but whatever. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm almost 28. Although there was that time when I really wanted the Oreo cereal badly, and then like it was just like available like really normally at a certain point, and I realized that I didn't like it as much nowadays because it lacerates my mouth.
Ugh.
Like, I don't mind Captain Crunch because I know what I'm expecting, but Oreo O's is just like.
Oh, right, yeah. The trash doesn't do anything for the noise. It just
Yeah,
launches them up, and then you just go back to normal.
Yeah, then there's like a copy of Pizza Tower in there too. Who would throw away such a perfectly good copy of Peak?
Oh, wow. Did not even notice that. Yeah, there's just trash that flies out. And Pizza Tower.
Yeah. I can't imagine what like opinions against Pizza Tower are like that aren't like directed towards getting angry at kids that are online too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's popular, so it's got those... Some of the detractors are just inevitably going to be like, oh, I hate it because everyone talks about it. There was somebody, I'm not gonna mention who because I don't remember what the fuck. I don't actually remember. They were like, man, the fucking Pizza Tower soundtrack is the worst thing ever because somebody showed it to me and they said it was good. And I'm just like, alright. Alright, man.
Somebody told me it was good, so that means I have to be a contrarian and say it's bad. I'm so cool. Man, I used to be about like that, about popular things. Like, when I was starting out high school, it was not good times for me.
We were all young.
Yeah, everybody had that fucking hipster phase where they're like, yeah, I'm cool for being contrary, instead of just admitting that sometimes you like things that a lot of other people like too.
Yeah. I was just amused by looking at the Anton drawing again.
It's a fucking Anton Ball era Anton.
Oh god, yeah.
I hate that Anton just because he looks literally like Wario. My first thought was literally like, they couldn't get away with this, could they?
Again, doing the spin gives you like a bigger hurt box, so you get grabbed very easily. So you just kind of have to take it slow, or just don't press down. Very weird work of Mr. Pinch.
That's gonna have to go into the noises negatives when we write his Mizumi page.
And then, yeah, you don't even have to do this shit, just go over there. Although it makes this secret a little more awkward. I played this level terribly, my god.
I like how on that technical difficulty screen, he could just be, like, running at you like a wild animal.
Yeah. Oh, does he still have that, what is it, F rank? D rank?
Yeah, the D rank where he tells you to die.
Didn't he used to have, like, just, like, weird, like, made-up characters on it, or is that still there?
I think that might still be there.
It's
I would know, because in order to get one of Noise's clothes, you have to get a D rank on John Gutter in like under 4 minutes or something.
Oh god, yeah! It's so hard to get a bad rank in this game. Like, I think you just have to take a bunch of damage.
Yeah, because like, if you are like playing this like well, for the most part, you are just gonna get like A ranks and rarely any Bs.
If you beat the level, you're gonna get at least a C.
Yeah, there was that video that like went into like how like little points can you get while completing a Pizza Tower level, and it was like it rewards you like pity points if you have like above a certain amount.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen how could you collect so?
It's the noise.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sure, he was the one doing it.
I think I accidentally went up here, so I'm like, fuck it, I guess I'm buying a boss door now.
Yeah, I'm getting smoochies from the woobies. Oh yeah, this bit.
This bit. So, this is maybe the most absurd thing that the noise gets, in that he just starts with this upgrade where you can fly.
It makes the level a lot more bearable. By drinking gasoline.
Yeah. You can actually skip huge chunks of it, I think.
Yeah, because the properties of it, you know, melt ice blocks like that, which usually isn't supposed to happen until you reach the end with the pepper pizza.
The only downside, or rather, the only thing you don't get from the pepper pizza is that you don't become invincible, but...
Yeah, so... Yeah, you could actually, I think you could actually beat this level without even having to grab it, because, you can melt the ice blocks, but the invincibility is always nice.
I mean, yeah, I never did that, but it is, yeah, I guess you have very little reason to grab it.
I'm surprised that that wasn't like a thing that they had in order to unlock a piece of clothing.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you'll see me do it here. I'll just go here right away, instead of having to wait. This motif is really fucking good. It's so sad watching me try to get the P rank on levels that I know that I fucking fail.
Yeah, but you're looking at your past mistake, like, you know exactly what happens in order to make you drop the combo.
Yeah, I'm just like, you sweet summer child.
It is like one of those things, like, looking at your art as an artist, and then noticing mistakes the next time that you look at your art again. When for the most part, you just kind of have to just, like, accept that you made a mistake.
Yeah.
It happens. Even the best of us, like, what
Even
is the
Last
name
of
of, like,
Us.
that bar painting that was used as the basis of Bernie's stage?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Nighthawks by, Edward Hopper, that, I think somebody pointed out the fact that, the building didn't have any doors to him directly, and he was like, fuck! Or something like that. Like, he was just straight up like, god damn it! I forgot doors!
Oh, that's awesome.
So if you're wondering how Bernie gets in and out of the, scalloped kidney, well... Thanks for watching, folks! If you liked this video, comment, like, and subscribe. The fucking button's gonna light up because I said that.
Is that what they do now?
Yeah, whenever a YouTube video detects anybody say the word like and subscribe, the corresponding buttons light up.
Amazing.
I want to, if I ever get into, like, video essay making, I want to be able to, like, say those words without the context of, like, the actual act of doing it on YouTube.
Right. You subscribe to your beliefs.
That's why he unsubscribed from the magazine. And you know that the word like is just gonna be, like, thrown around a lot.
Let's say, yeah, I don't know if you could do that with just the word like alone, because that is a pretty common word. Subscribe is a little more, generous.
I want. Imagine somebody so, like, internet rotten that, like, they just say, hey, can I, like, comment, and subscribe, the number 2 with, like, a side of fries?
Anyway, now he's red. And now, yeah, he fires fireballs because they had to give him something. So, just when he was spinning, he just shoots fireballs at his enemies. Because I don't know.
Cheese puffs. Chester, do you think that fucking, like, corporations are gonna, like, try and get in on, like, the Wario-like craze and, like, make, like, a Cheetos-based Wario-like?
No!
Yeah, they don't make licensed games like they used to unless you're Kong Skull Island
Yeah.
or Gollum.
God. They don't make Sneak King anymore.
Honestly, we should do a video on Kong Skull Island Rise of Kong.
How long is it?
We could watch a speed run. It'll probably be like under an hour.
Jesus Christ.
I think a speed run would be more entertaining anyways because they break the game.
I guess that we've done that before. There was that Street Fighter 3 video that was just a TAS.
I find it hard to believe that. Why would you, like, TAS a video if you're not even gonna do it fucking perfectly?
Yeah, it was very weird because it wasn't like listed as a TAS. We weren't looking for TAS. It just happened to be a TAS, and that was.
You forgot Jerome.
I didn't forget Jerome.
You forgot the treasure.
I forgot the treasure. I didn't forget the treasure. What are you talking about? I didn't forget anything. I didn't Oh, what the fuck is he doing here? Oh, fuck. I played like ass in this part of the video, my god. I just forgot to grab the fucking treasure.
For some reason, I misremembered thinking one of the Street Fighter 3 videos was the one where you, like, fought Akuma twice, but no, that was Street Fighter Alpha, like,
Yeah.
1. Or maybe even it was also 2. And the Samurai Showdown 3 one just, like, had an ending that was fucking YouTube pooped. in like an official like log play video.
Oh, I don't remember that. I gotta go revisit that one again.
It was just like the part where like the credits rolled and then it just suddenly skipped back and like TASified like back to the Zenkuro fight. And then it played the credits again.
And brilliant. We have the weirdest luck with long play videos, which is why I'm glad I make, like, when I can, I make my own, because, you know, I can show stuff like that off, even though I'm not going to do lap 2 because I fucked up the level so bad. That's a shortcut. There!
Yeah, we saw, like, the Guilty Gear Accent Core video with, like, the webcam. There's the Darkstalkers 1 video where the guy cheated. There's a Marvel versus, like, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, and also the X-Men versus Street Fighter where the guy was a pervert.
Yeah. Nothing beats that Time Splitters one. I think I did check, and there actually are, like, normal long plays we can use now, but at the time, that was the only one I could find.
I like how fake Peppino here
It's
is
just
referred
Peppino.
to as regular Peppino.
Yeah, it never changes, because, like, if you refight him as Peppino, it says fake Peppino, but... and it has that portrait, but no, it's just always, that's Peppino.
Do you think that this is just how the noise sees Peppino?
I just think the noise doesn't care it's not Peppino. Also, yeah, the strat against being in the corner doesn't really work with this guy, so you gotta get creative. Although this strat is as strong as ever.
I only now remembered that, like, the noise's crouch idle is, like, one of the few, like, Pizza Tower animations that doesn't have a line boil. You don't know what a line boil is?
Oh, that's the, yeah, it's when the lines are really fuzzy. It's like that Ed, Edd n Eddy thing.
Yeah, that's a line boil. Good example, too.
Yeah, that's what I always think of. I think that's when I first noticed it. It's just like, why is everything just always moving? But it, you know, it stuck out.
Good cartoon.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. A classic.
I'm probably gonna ask a weird question.
Oh boy.
What are your favorite cartoons growing up?
God, favorite ones. I couldn't say, honestly. Like, but it was, like, just anything that was on Cartoon Network, basically. Like,
Yeah.
Dexter's Lab. I like Powerpuff Girls a lot. Johnny Bravo. Courage. Probably was Dexter's Lab, though. I think, yeah, one of the funniest episodes I remember seeing as a kid was an episode of Dexter's Lab, which is the one where he makes, like, a parrot, and it just goes around, like, just copying everyone's, like, what everyone's saying and, like, just fucking with everybody. And I remember that was the funniest shit ever when I was younger. Just thought that was the best shit.
Oh god, he has rubber banding.
No, so yeah, they unnerved him for the noise, so he's actually really hard to dodge, like, next to impossible to beat this without, getting caught.
And you don't want to get caught as the noise.
No, you don't want to get caught,
Absolutely
because
not.
you take damage if you do, like that. You actually managed to get there without getting caught, so I was like, I guess I'm showing this off now.
But yeah, Cartoon Network does sound, it like lines up, especially in regards to this. You know, liking it and all. 'Cause
Yeah,
this
yeah.
feels much more Cartoon Network core than like Nickelodeon core.
It was
Well,
weird
it's
when, like, looking at Nickelodeon cartoons again after that All-Star Brawl game came out. I was just like, man, I didn't like any of these cartoons. I didn't. I mean, I was a kid, so it's obviously like I might have appreciate them more now. But I just remember like not a single one of those that I actually look at and be like, oh, I remember liking that as a kid. It was just like, nah, I was just into Cartoon Network, and then Nickelodeon was just if there wasn't anything better on.
I need to show you Avatar: The Last Airbender at some point.
Yeah, that was after I stopped watching cartoons, but that one seems like it's pretty damn good. So
Yeah, it's kind of a fucking masterpiece. I rewatched it like in college, like everything, including The Legend of Korra. It's like a follow-up, and yeah, it's fucking great. I want to show you all, guys, all of it.
well, it's
'Cause
funny.
I love it that much.
It's funny because like, actually, yeah, because recently me and Bob have been doing like some like Batman stuff, and we watched the first animated movie they did based on like that cartoon series, and it's like you didn't get a lot of Nickelodeon shows that actually took its audience seriously, like had respect for its audience.
Now,
You got that
that
with
does-
like Batman, and I'm sure there's another one that I'm blanking on, but oh, Samurai Jack. But like Nickelodeon, I remember it's just weird, silly shit, and they never really did anything like that. Also, High Beat Sour Guy again.
yeah. Yeah, it's like the Nickelodeon shows that are like, I guess, like aimed at a more like a not like a much older crowd, but like a teen crowd, I guess, is like, you know, really limited to just a few things, and really all I can name at the moment is just like Avatar and Korra and probably Rise of the TMNT.
Oh, sure. It's not like it's more adult. It's just that it's just a
It's
different
more
tone.
story driven, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like they typically cartoons like for kids, like you just kind of, or people tend to just think of, the silly shit, like the Looney Tunes stuff,
Yeah.
and
Even there, you could still have like moments of like brilliance and like true like wit that you can get like later on in life.
yeah, yeah.
Like I watched all of Rocco's Modern Life at a certain point, and I really liked it because
Oh!
you know,
Oh, actually, I'll give him credit. I remember liking Rocko's Modern Life. I don't remember a lot about that, but that was another one. I remember the episode where they make like a cartoon.
yeah, I am the cheese.
That was
I
that
am
was
the best character in the show.
that was like quite literally just a YouTube poop, and I remember fucking loving that as a kid too. Like that was a really good bit.
Did you watch? No, you probably didn't watch Kids Next Door.
No, that was kind of near the tail end of when I watched cartoons, but I did see some of that. Like I remember oh, what is it, like What a Cartoon or whatever, where they just showed like pilots off.
Yeah,
And
which
think they had
I
a
think
pilot
was
for
in
that.
Yeah, Nickelodeon had its own thing called like Oh Yeah Cartoons, and a few shows that had pilots there did get made into shows like My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh, sure. I remember
That one isn't as comedy like driven. I don't know how to describe the Teenage Robot, but it isn't as like, I guess, silly, I guess.
It's like a kind of a superhero thing. Like it's not a super serious one, but it's not. It's not like
yeah.
a complete. It's not a complete comedy sort of show. It's a.
And definitely, like, one of its greatest boons is just, like, its fucking art style. They, like, nailed, like, making an Art Deco cartoon with, like, retro themes, unlike, a certain fighting game that we do not like to be associated with here.
Oh right. I'm just thinking about all the weird cartoons from that thing that just a bunch of pilots, like whatever happened to Robot Jones? I think Billy and Mandy.
Oh, God!
Um,
Fucking Robot Jones! I
Oh.
ask myself that all the time. What happened to Robot Jones?
There was Early Courage. That one that was basically a Family Guy episode.
Made by Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah, like it was just quite literally like Peter and Brian, but in a kid-friendly cartoon. I remember seeing that one a lot.
Did you watch anything of Billy and Mandy?
No, that was also kind of at the tail end. I did see some of it, but I did remember seeing the pilot, and there was like a thing where it was like they were going to take votes on what was going to be the next actual cartoon, and it was like between something I don't remember, whatever happened to Robot Jones and Billy and Mandy, and I remember not wanting Billy and Mandy to win it, and then it did, and I'm like, no. And I don't remember what one of them was. So
Billy Mandy is great though.
it didn't look like my thing, but again, I
At
was
the
also
time, probably.
yeah, I was getting older at that point, so I was just like, yeah, sure.
Like, I think like the best way that you can like appreciate cartoons is like thinking about it from the perspective of like how they're made as well. You know, like, you know, treating your audience, which is generally like going to be like younger, with, you know, respect, not treat them like they're mindless or something.
Right, yeah.
Like, the best caveat a cartoon can have is, you know, making everybody laugh with like jokes that like both kids and adults can enjoy, and also just one or the other, I guess.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
you know, having more serious interwoven stuff or serialized stuff like Avatar 2.
I'm just thinking of I think yeah, recently saw or heard Greg Eagle's voice in one of the Batman animated things.
Oh,
I'm just
I
like,
love
hey,
Greg Eagle.
yeah, there he is. It's Garcian Smith. Or Gray Fox.
It's Gray Fox.
Yeah. That's the one Bob goes to when I go to fucking Garcian Smith, which is, you know, just the niche that, of course, I would reference.
It's always going to be Grim for me, or Aku Aku.
It was Aku Aku?
Yeah, starting from the Titans series onward.
Oh, right. Got you. I'm not gonna lie, I think I was thinking of Aku from Samurai Jack. I was
Oh
like,
no,
wait a
that was
minute. But, yeah.
that was somebody else who was also in Avatar, by the way.
Went on a bit of a tangent here.
Yeah, Makoto Iwamatsu, also known just simply as Mako.
Ah, right.
His very last performance was in, I believe, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I kinda get choked up thinking about it, to be honest.
Fair enough. I was just thinking, I think the most, yeah, I think the last time I ever heard that name was uttered by a Nostalgia critic who didn't know how to pronounce his name correctly, so,
Oh, of course.
yeah. Anyway, the noise, you can super jump and cheese. Anyway, back to cartoons, I guess.
I like talking about cartoons, not like in the obnoxious YouTuber way. I mean, this is going to be like a 3-hour video.
I keep getting worried that I forgot to edit something out, and this is gonna be one of the runs where I fucked up. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna get caught here and I have to like edit shit out? It's like, no, because I remember fuck this up a couple of times.
This is your favorite level, though.
It is, but it doesn't mean I'm perfect. I'm not great at video games. Get out of here. I make no claims. I do like, there's kind of a weird thing where, yeah, taunting will get them to sound the alarm immediately, but super taunting will do the opposite.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh yeah, this one could be, yeah, if you're not careful, you can accidentally, you know, not jump right and then get caught.
And then, skinny jump scare, lederhosen, alcohol.
It's funny, I mentioned that they had cut the, like, pre-rendered jump scares because of, like, graphical reasons, like the texture page issue. That's what I had heard, but according to the one on Cutting Room Floor, that was just a decision they made because they would just clash with the art style.
I've heard both.
Yeah, so, like, it's weirdly inconsistent there.
Yeah, it's interesting how Anton Blast kind of embraces it, while Pizza Tower tries to be more consistent with it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it works a little bit better in Anton Blast because, like, the detail of the sprites is, like, more akin to, like, a I guess like a Game Boy Advance game where you probably would see some pre-rendered stuff anyways.
It works for Anton Blast because Anton Blast is a lot like the noise, and that it doesn't give a shit. It's just kind of chaotic.
It does its own thing.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas yeah, Pizza Tower has a chaotic character, but it is actually very, I don't want to say well crafted. I don't want to imply anything like that. I just mean like it's a lot more careful, I guess.
It's a controlled kind of chaos.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Pomni, you're looking a little bit noisy today.
Oh, yeah, this one's also a bit tricky with the noise. You got to be careful not to, get caught.
Jimmy Springer, he's gonna put you on his talk show. We're gonna find out that the noise is pregnant, but not with Noisette's baby.
You are not the father. The noise is, oh my god.
I mean, look, if the fucking, going back to cartoons, if in Fairly Odd Parents, if Cosmo could get pregnant, then the noise can too.
Another cartoon I didn't really care much about. I don't know what. Maybe I was just a kid and I was just very favoritist. Just like there was the one channel that I really like and everything else is bad. I don't know, man.
Fairly Odd Parents was fine until they started introducing too many new main characters, and I was young for that, you know. Even I found the idea of them introducing a baby to be stupid.
That sounds bad. Wow. Also,
Yeah, Cosmo actually got pregnant. They had Mpreg on Nickelodeon.
bizarre. You get a minigun as the noise.
Yeah, it's unwieldy as fuck. I hate using it.
I don't mind it. It's kind of the same thing as the shotgun. You fire off multiple bullets instead of a kind of a what I don't even like a close range projectile. Very Metal Sluggy.
It's also not as like kinetic as the shotgun. Like I love the power I feel when launching the shotgun, but here it feels a little bit limp.
Yeah. Especially, yeah, the downward one is very weird. Because, like, you get, like, the downwards blast with the shotgun that propels you up, and then you come down with a stomp, but for the minigun, it's just kind of like, bleh.
Just, spray and pray.
You can't fly with it, which is funny.
As if the noise needs another way to fly.
Yeah, right?
The fucking regular-ass pizza.
If there was any level that was just going to have a pizza, it was going to be this one.
Thinking about the Sasha YTP she made for us, Secret Santa.
Oh, yeah!
I'm gonna teach you how to top and the bottom.
They don't really acknowledge the fact that the person leading you is now a fucking puppet. So now Noisette is one of them puppets.
That's actually consistent with some of the sketches that McPig made about Noisette's Cafe. Which is, I guess, supposed to be a place where you're supposed to, like, buy, like, music and colors and other things, but it just got scrapped. But there's just, like, a lot of art of, like, the characters interacting in that one place.
There's, like, a side, or, like, one of the secret rooms in the hub. Is that thing, I think?
Yeah, it's Noisette's Cafe, and Vigilante's there, and then everybody's like, oh, the noise is getting cucked by a cheese.
Alright. Alright, I got you. Vigilante is cheese. I kind of forgot that. I was like, what are you talking about?
What else was he, human? Oh wait. I think I remember hearing that, like, I think a bit of lore from McPig was like, Vigilante doesn't even think he's a cheese slime.
Who knows if that's actually true or not?
I don't know. Was McPig drinking when he said that? I'm very glad that I don't drink alcohol. Because then I'm not sure if anything that I say about Battle Craze would be taken as fact or fiction.
Oh my god, and yeah, in the dev server, you're just like, alright, I came up with something else!
Alright. No, I'm gonna go into the public server and say something incredibly embarrassing and then, like, black out, wake up, and then go, oh shit.
Segumi's actually a dog. Watch out.
No!
Literally Karate in disguise.
I'm probably going to say a Jeep probably made that dream shit up. Like, just made up him being a veteran.
Oh my god. Tyrant comes out, he's like, holy shit, I was just joking. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
My name isn't Tyrant, by the way. It's, Ulysses Senior Esquire Jr. To anybody that is paying attention to Battle Craze lore, please don't take my word as fact now. Glexos.
Oh, shit. Because I was about to take it deadly seriously. I've got a recording of it, you saying it, so,
Oh god damn it, now everybody's gonna hold me accountable, and in the Battle Craze mod, you know, Skep's Kiss, Battle Craze, there's gonna be,
Sherm's Kiss?
Yeah! We're gonna include all of the unused characters that are totally real.
This watch is a disaster, by the way. We haven't talked about Pizza Tower in, like, 8 years.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's anything else to cover. I think I, like, went through everything that I wanted to talk about that isn't, like, fandom stuff.
You can watch me make up for my failure in the Pepino run by P-ranking War. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is a cool level. Cool game. I don't know if I told you that I like playing this game, or that I just like it in general.
Yeah, despite the kinds of people that may or may not gravitate towards it, at the end of the day, it still is a very well-made game that is deserving of your time.
Absolutely.
Fucking Mines just makes me think that Murakuma was here. Oradeos.
I'm trying to think of what other games are like Pizza Tower. Because it's like...
How do you mean?
Like games that are, you know, platformers, but they're more so just, like, emphasis on speedrunning.
I guess you could say that about, like... I guess anything, like, more modern, to be honest, because they generally tend to think about, like, fluid movement.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Like, a lot of games have, like, time trials and stuff like that, so...
Honestly, I may say Donkey Kong Jungle Beat if we do a watch of that.
Interesting.
Because I feel like that there are comparisons that I can make between, like, Pizza Tower and Donkey Kong Country Jungle Beat that aren't too far off. Like, an emphasis on, combos for better scores. The fact that you have a HUD that shows your character's emotional state at all times.
Interesting. Oh, there's the bucket again, by the way. It replaces Gustavo. It just... You just kick it and it just kills the enemy.
I salute only to the truest American hero, the bucket.
The bucket. Who's your favorite Pizza Sona?
Bucket. Did we mention the Pizza Sonas at all of the secrets?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. We did talk about that one guy that got angry at me at a Kohime Enbu video years ago.
And 3 of them were cut for various reasons. I'm only slightly sad they didn't replace any of the Pepino clone stuff with noise clones. I guess that's the lore is really just it's Pepino being copied. No one wants to be the noise.
The noise already has like his common ancestor in the noise goblin. So
oh yeah.
They don't need to clone him. Pepino, on the other hand, he's his own individual.
The noisies. That's like a weird thing that, like, I guess they had multiple uses throughout the game's development, but they're just kind of like a thing that can spawn during the noise boss fight, and they're now, like, one of the few things he has to represent, like, his side of the campaign, so he just got these little head versions of him running around.
I think they're supposed to be, like, robots.
Makes sense.
Rather than, like, actual flesh and blood. Like, they're not like the Toho head meme thing.
Oh, right. Was Yukari?
Yukiri, I think.
I know.
Yukari is the name of a character in Toho. Yakumo Yukari.
I have too many Toho friends.
Honestly, you should be glad to have him so we can, you know, be like, oh, you see something Toho, and then be like, what's that? And then like, I'm glad you asked, my good friend Dr. Calexo. Let me figure out what your favorite Toho is.
If I say anything about Toho, I'm not going to ask anything about it. I'm just going to go, oh god, and move on. Also Suika.
Yeah, because you made a Mugen character out of her.
Yeah, she's funny. She's just a drunk idiot.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you need to like a character. Well, glad that Suika didn't make Pizza Tower. I don't know what details about the lore she would have gotten wrong, old drunk.
My god. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen the Toho mod for Pizza Tower. I probably actually did see one now that I say that. When you were like looking at the mod list, I just, you know, again, ignored it and just went, whatever.
I don't think I saw anything for like any Toho characters in it yet. There is fan art, but there isn't like an official mod.
Well, I don't, there's very little mods that are actually like not just reskins, which is a shame because some of like the extra playable characters seem really neat, but most of them are just shitposts.
It's either like shitposts or it is just like pre-existing characters in Pizza Tower rather than like wholly new characters. Because it would be interesting to see like how certain characters would get translated, like Anton as an example. That would be interesting to tackle.
Yeah, that's one I think I'm most surprised by. I haven't seen anything about like either main characters from this or that swapping over. Like, how would you do? I don't know actually how you would do Peppino in fucking Anton Blast. That one's a little different. It's an actual platformer. Needs some sort of like double jump, like bounce off the opponent's head mechanic.
Or just run into shit, I don't know.
I can certainly do that. Oh yeah, I guess.
Super jump instead of hammer bounce.
That'd be fun.
Who knows, maybe he could have the grab mechanic. Because I think Anton Blast was supposed to have that, but it got nixed just because it was like terrible feeling. Like, you know how there are like those like objects that you have to like clutch into in order to get them to like hit things?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think those were supposed to be like things that you like hold and throw.
Alright.
Because it was present in like one of the demos, like in Cinnamon Springs there was like the punch ball from the punch ball mode that was throwable. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice him. I was too busy looking at the meter. I actually nearly P-ranked the entire floor, and then I did that, and I was just like, alright.
It did give us a split second of the funny TV things that show up when you hurt characters with a multiple of 10 times.
Yeah, actually, we haven't seen that, I guess.
I think that was the noise getting shot in a dark alleyway.
Yeah, I was like, I saw police lights. I'm just like, what the fuck? But,
There's
yeah.
just like some weird ones, like Gustavo being like a fucking robot.
Yeah, like his head's detached and shit like that. It's like a lot
Based
of...
off of like concept art for Don't Make a Sound that was going to feature like a robot Gustavo.
Jeez. Find, I know where I'd find that on the wiki. But anyway, here's the final boss, which is, a fair bit different.
Noise pizza.
Yes, since you can't actually grab anybody as the noise in boss fights, so you actually have to wait for him to come down. But because you just have a projectile to kill enemies with, it's not a big deal. I love Pizza Face's graphics, like his expressions create and like transmit the top-ins on his face.
Yeah.
Like just stuff. It's just whatever works for the face he's making. I love that a lot.
Like, when Pizza Tower was in development and I heard about Pizza Face, I wasn't sure how to feel about him, but I like the end product a lot.
Yeah, it's great. And yeah, you don't actually get the gun here because you already have a projectile, so fuck him.
Well, Pizza Head gets the gun.
Yeah. I love his attacks, by the way. I love this one. Like, it didn't occur to me until just now that he's got the sword and the stone, and he pulled up the entire floor trying to pull the sword out.
Yeah.
And he actually pulled up a section of Pizzascape in order to...
Not worthy.
He pulled up an entire section of Pizzascape because that's where there's all these fork knives that come out of it. It's just a really good bit.
Yeah.
And then, like, the random chance for him to pull up the fucking pinup poster.
Yeah.
Just as a gag.
The TV.
Yeah, I love he pulls up the TV HUD element, just throws it at you.
It's funny how prominent, like, TVs are in this game.
Yeah, there's definitely a theme going on. There's a lot of themes, actually, but it's not explicitly stated what they are, you know? Like, you have the...
Yeah.
And yeah, there he is.
The noise is just... He doesn't get angry. He's just like... I'm gonna... This isn't even 2% of my power.
And yeah, you can hit them anywhere on screen and he'll do that. Actually, yeah, I don't think I show it off like in max range, but it'll do this little animation from anywhere on screen, which is fun.
He was from an uppercut.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they, like, managed to nail, like, a power trip in, like, 2 different ways.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's actually how you get one of the clothes as well, is taunting on his fucking corpse.
No respect.
Fuck that guy. I guess.
And I know that you have mixed opinions on this song, but this song is so crazy and batshit insane in, like, the right way.
Yeah.
It activates, like, some sort of primordial urge in me.
I have very little bad things to say about this soundtrack. And if I say anything bad, it's probably about Fun Farm. Don't care much for either of those tracks. I do like the bonus room music in that one, though.
Yeah.
Got a catchy little tune.
Fun Farm was accidentally, like, it sounded like a Home Movies song.
Yeah,
That was just literally by complete coincidence.
Yeah, I think she said it was just like... It was like, oh, if I channel that, I wasn't even trying. Just it happened to be, that one theme.
Okay, kill that guy. He fucking died DBZ style.
That man disintegrated.
No, he didn't.
I hope there's a big crack in the ground, too.
It apparently goes on for much longer than the screen allows for.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think I found that graphic looking at the files. And then you get this fucking banger of a track.
I don't think we pointed it out before, but the giant, like, Pillar John in the back that I guess was the victim of Pizza Head's fuckery just gives like this like smile of relief and a thumbs up like the Terminator.
Yeah, just a fucking Terminator reference.
I love that visual too, along with the music of Floor 5. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
foreboding.
This game has a surprising amount of like there's a how do I put it? The sort of dark vibes that you get in some of the areas is really nice.
Yeah, I mean, the project did start off as what was supposed to be like a horror thing,
Yeah?
so it would be natural if some of those elements did stick, and fuck everybody else except for the misses and
Yeah.
our little robot that looks like us.
He just kills everybody else. What the hell?
Why did you super taunt?
I was trying to kill the Santa, but I did it during the transition, so I did the animation, but nothing came out. Forgot about that.
I always super taunt in that area because the ninja slice is annoying to deal with.
Yeah, he's pretty tricky. I love the amount of different ways they conveyed, like, enemy deaths and also the scared sprites.
Yeah.
There's so many different expressions.
I like how Pepperoni Goblin is like one of the guys that actually like has his arms out going like, no, stop, please! I have a wife and kids at home!
The shrimp that just looks like, ooh.
I think my favorite like death sprite is for the pineapple topping monster. That's just such
Oh.
a guttural reaction.
Oh! Oh, I like these guys actually like look through the spyglass when you're running at them.
The fucking Swedish monkey looking like a fucking Donkey Kong sprite.
Instead of being like turned like tossed around by the currents, he's just riding an inner tube.
Yeah,
He's
like
having
a
a good
lazy
time.
river.
Yeah. Going tubing.
Yeah, totally tubular. Like, literally. Lily tubular.
Hey, Mort. Bye, Mort. Bye, Vigilante.
Vigilante looked confused as fuck, like, whoa, what's going on here? Whoa!
I never talked about it. I think my favorite noise animation is like during pizza time when you just stand still and he's just he's just looking super excited about everything coming down on him.
He looks... I don't know, he looks like a child excited for, like, their birthday cake and presents.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, it's Christmas. Oh yeah, this shout out to fucking... Or no, that was in the previous section. The shout out to Pizza Mayhem. That, like, vocal track that didn't get actually put in the game. I think it's in the sound test, but...
You didn't kill Jerome?
I spared Jerome. I like Jerome.
Oh, this isn't a, No Mercy run then, huh? Where you had to fight, Jerome Undertale?
Oh my god. Winner.
If anybody were the Sands of Pizza Tower, it would be Jerome. I mean, these two are brothers.
Yeah.
Noise John.
So he actually gets his own credit sequence, which is just showing who drew all these silly heads.
Yeah. It's weird seeing, like, one of the artists for Sugary Spire, like, draw what is essentially an AU of the noise and then seeing them just draw regular the noise. So weird. I can't unsee some of those as just Pixel. But we'll get to
Right.
that whenever Sugary Spire is complete.
So the noise campaign, it's really good.
Yeah,
They took a good
Really good.
game and then made an alternate playable character who's very, very fun and has a lot of funny gags along the way.
yeah, they really made it something of his own.
The pre-rendered stuff. Oh yeah, all the enemies in the background are just more noises. Oh my god. Forgot about that one.
Where did he come from? Where did he go?
It's a good ass track too.
That Super Mario Bros. 1 noise. Oh hey, Post Elvis.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Oh god, that one.
That one just looked like the Nostalgia Critic.
Hello, I'm the noise. I want so you don't have to.
I know that the noise is making movies. I would hate to hear his reviews.
Not enough death.
Not enough me. Not enough the noise.
The
Well,
fucking-
I heard that they were having trouble with the Marvel Cinematic Universe currently, but you know, they should have me as the antagonist instead of Doctor Doom. Oh yeah, you could see Pedito with the curtains just really thinly there on the left curtain.
Oh wow.
The implication of this just being like a movie he made.
Oh yeah, the reviews. Not a judgment, it's reviews. What's the best one?
That was the one for doing it at like that high enough percent under a certain amount of time.
So that's
The
that's
other
like
one is I take all the credit, of course.
oh right, yeah.
I think my favorite one. There's so many good ones. There's, you know, fucking Slow Down Nerd, and also it's Noisette's fault.
Yeah.
You can
So
unlock swap mode.
I didn't show how you unlock it because I didn't know if it actually would show me the animation again, but yeah, if you go to right before Pizza Face and jump off the level as the noise, normally it takes you back to here actually. But if you do it, I think after you beat the game, you'll go into like Peppino's room, and then you just unlock co-op or swap mode, which is it's like an old concept basically that like they just implemented for the noise update where you can just swap between the two, and it's actually like two-player, but you're only playing as one character at a time.
Yeah, it's kind of like a compromised vision, I think, and
Yeah.
it is neat to have because, you know, you do get to take advantage of like both characters like advantages like on the fly. But
Yeah.
this was added in the Halloween update. When you get all of the secrets, you get essentially what is a secret boss rush.
Yeah, yeah. It's in the same area as the soundtrack, or the sound test, which you also get for getting
Yeah,
all the
with
secrets.
With the Secret King.
So I decided to, because I almost forgot about this, and then I remembered, oh hey, I can show off co-op mode and Secrets of the World. So I did a run of that, and I made an effort to switch character every single time I go to a new room. Which, I'll say win, but there's one or two of them where I figured out that's a fucking bad idea. Because you do it by pressing taunt and down, I believe.
Yeah, down taunt.
And it's a little tricky because I think you have to taunt first and then press down. So there's a little bit of a weirdness to it, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
The only other real difference in swap mode is if both players are, if you're doing two-player, and both players hold run, then they become like the fight ball or whatever that you see in the Peppino versus Noise fight at the end. And you'll do that until one of them lets go, and the one who's remaining, it becomes like the active player. So it's like this bizarre sort of yeah, it's just weird. Like it's a kind of a speed tech because you could switch characters pretty quickly that way.
Yeah.
And
There's also like a little bit of a competition like element to it because like at the end like I think it like compares like who got like the most points or like took the most damage, and it decides of like a quote unquote winner at the end of the level on the results screen.
yeah. So if I remember correctly, I think every single time we get to a Gustavo one, my swapping thing had me play as Gustavo. Just worked out that well, nicely. There's definitely ones where I prefer one over the other,
Oh.
but I don't know. Yeah, this is a neat little thing.
Yeah?
You just do every single secret in a random order, which made getting a good run of this interesting because I kept constantly doing it in different orders. But, oh yeah, and of course you have a time limit down there as well.
Yeah.
And if that runs out, then you just lose. That's usually not a problem. I think there's a couple of them where you can kind of screw yourself over.
Yeah.
Also, like, they kind of just... The partner character, like, flies around.
Like Noise has the jetpack, but Peppino just has to like go off of like a wooden, like a dual set of wooden peels.
Yeah.
Because that's what those things are called that they use to like take pizza out of like a brick oven.
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's called a peel.
I think the Switch animation they had, that one for Pino there, is also an old, unused animation that they repurposed.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, they just... Like, how many sprites got left on the cutting room floor versus how many of them are just old ones for new things? Like, it's insane.
I mean, there's at least a lot of material for people that are crazy enough to like make mods. So if you want like a Pizza Tower mod that plays like the very first demos, then I don't know, go for it.
Yeah.
There was, you know, Sage 19 Plus that I mentioned that is essentially like a what if of the Sage demo, but it has like new assets for it mostly.
I do like sometimes I can't actually switch the character because it starts me out on a transformation. This one, do not switch characters on top of the fucking monster. Because that counts, you know, as a taunt, and it will wake up the alarm, and I found that out the hard way. You don't normally see many stupid rats in one place, but this one is just all over the place for some reason. Just had some fun with it.
I don't think Peppino thinks that he has a rat problem. He probably just feeds the rats like mozzarella. Oh god, that reminds me. Pizza Tower apparently got so popular enough it got like a Russian stage play. Like,
oh my
it was
god.
like a professional thing. It was just like something like that was set up by like fans, but even then, it's still just like the Pizza Tower got a stage play.
Yeah. It's unreal. Oh, I do want to mention before I forget. Another neat thing about swap mode is that it's mostly just the noise campaign. Like you fight the Doys, and
Yeah.
the final boss is, you know, the noises. The music that plays for the escape themes, at least, is dependent on whose character you currently are. So it will switch between themes if you switch characters, which I think is
Yeah.
neat. There's also like a unique graphic for. There's a couple of unique things like the ending. It actually has like Peppino and Gustavo just standing there, just being all like, yeah, this guy.
Or stand-ins.
Yeah, yeah.
No, wait, no. That was just like for the like ending image where it was revealed that
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Gustavo had like a duplicate, and Peppino was portrayed by his brother Maurice.
Right. Yeah, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, known for his catchphrase, according to his Ring Racers mod. Where are the strippers?
All right. Oh yeah, and of course, if you take damage, as you see there, you will.
The noise inflates.
He does that a couple of times. That's also his like boss lose animation.
It just
For
inflates and then he deflates.
Yeah, that happens to him a lot for some reason. They're huge fans of that one Earthworm Jim 2 stage that,
Everybody didn't like.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
god.
then we got Villi people, or Jim is now a blind cave salamander and Anton Blast to some degree.
Another special shout out I want to give is to someone who wrote this on the Earthworm Jim 2 page on the cutting room floor. The sequel to Earthworm Jim takes the weirdness and cranks it up to 11. It's long, frustrating as hell, and has no real password system, but overall it's one of the best games of the 16-bit era. Well done, Shiny. I was like,
Well
what are you
done.
talking about? It's not even, like, a good game, much less one of the best ones. Get out of here.
Some people are like, I don't know, sadists or masochists, and they just think about puppy love being split into 3 parts.
It's got some nice graphics in it. It also has...
Yeah, it doesn't look bad, but it's like,
Well, I mean, minus the parts of the pre-render graphics, because, Donkey Kong Country, it's fucking losers.
yeah, because they're salty babies about Donkey Kong Country.
Fuck.
For what? Donkey Apple is just fucking weird anyways. I don't like that guy. I can appreciate Earthworm Jim on its own merits, but I do not like Doug.
I never actually showed that bonus room, like, as you're supposed to do it, which is just wait for them to all die, but if you have a super taunt, you just kill them all and leave. I do like, I believe, anytime an enemy dies, it counts towards your kills, regardless of what actually happened to them. So if they fall off the stage, or run into electric socket, or even Gustavo, and like the ones who like point the way, whenever they fall into the stage, they will kill enemies. Like there's I think the one I noticed during this is the potato farmer next to the secret in Fun Farm. If you don't kill him, then he will get killed by Gustavo falling into the stage.
That's neat.
It's always fun. Always good for a laugh.
Uh,
Yeah. So we're coming up to the end of this.
Pizza Tower certainly is a very nice game, and I can only wish Torte Pizza and anybody else that joins them the best in their future endeavors, which is Wound currently.
Which I'm looking forward to because you know how I feel about beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
It already looks better than Fist Hell, so
What the fuck is Fist Hell?
it's one of UFO 50s games.
Oh.
It's
For
just
some reason I thought you were gonna say like Shaq Fu or something.
no. It's just like a traditional beat 'em up, but it doesn't. It just doesn't know how beat 'em ups work, so it's awful.
Hey, P rank to close it off.
Noise gets all the credit.
Well, he takes all the credit, of course. And then there's like the results screen where he just covers the entire screen. He's like, "I'm going to kill you."
Oh yeah. Also, yeah, Peppino actually wins. Loser.
And I remember like the Pizza Tower like fandom wiki like had to censor that text due to like fandom stupid guidelines.
Oh yeah, that was silly.
But not on Mirahei's, baby!